So this is the Durston X-Mid one-person solid inner tent, and it is probably the most in-demand tent in the world right now. You can't get hold of these tents for love nor money. As soon as they come in stock, they're gone. A recent sale of these, the whole stock sold out in under 3 minutes. The X-Mid is getting rave reviews, so today we'll have a quick look and see what all the fuss is about. Let's get this pitched up and see why this tent is in such demand at the moment. So the X-Mid comes in a number of different varieties. You've got the one person, the two person, they've also got a Cuban fibre version. I've gone for the one person with the solid inner, which I think is more suited for UK conditions all year round. However, you can get it with just a mesh inner as well, if you want that little bit more ventilation. So the whole thing weighs in at 905 grams. That comes complete with stuff sacks and 6 pegs. You get 4 of these titanium, I think they're titanium V pegs, and then there's 2 shepherd hook pegs as well. Pegging it out is really easy. They only need a minimum of 4 pegs to get this shelter up. So just peg it out in a rectangle and then just add your trekking poles. There's a really clever design there where you insert the tip of your trekking pole, so it keeps the tent really secure and sturdy. Tip goes in there. And just extend your pole. It's exactly the same on the other side. Just need to be careful that you don't slip out of the little grommet, because the last thing you want is to put your trekking pole through your fly sheet. So the first reason I guess why people like it is just how easy it is to set up. 4 pegs in a rectangle format, and just lift your trekking poles to suit. So there are other tie out points, so these are the Storm guys. I will peg everything out just to show you what it's like, you know, with belts and braces. So these little tie out loops at the bottom didn't come with anything attached, so I've just put a little bit of 2mm cordage and a bit of bungee on there. Then there's some little tie outs near the doors, which are great if you want your door zipped open, and it keeps your vestibule area intact. And the last tie out points are on these big panels here. These don't come fitted. Again, I put a little bit of bungee on and added some 2mm cord. And that also gives you a little bit more room inside the tent. So the fly sheet is made of polyester and not sil nylon, which does come with lots of benefits. It's easy for them to manufacture, so everything is already tape seamed and it doesn't sag or stretch in the rain, so really good for multi-day use. Everything is double stitched, fully reinforced. Same in the tie out points in the corner. Got little adjusting line locks there. More reinforcements. Waterproof YKK zips. There's an entrance and a vestibule in both sides, which is really useful. So you've got one place to store your gear, maybe do a little bit of cooking, or if there's a wind change of direction and you just want to be a little bit more protected with your door open. I need 2 hands really. There we go. The X-Mid is really well made. So even with just the 4 stakes in each corner, this tent is very solid, but with all the belts and braces, tie out points added as well, you know, this tent is really secure. The steep sides and the geometry of this tent mean it sheds the wind really well, and also snow, so snow will just run off this, no bother at all. But before we take a look inside, a quick thanks to Squarespace for sponsoring the video today. So Squarespace is the place to go if you want to have a website and you really have no idea when it comes to web design or coding. So I've been using Squarespace now for quite a while. It's really easy to use. I had no experience when it came to websites. That's why I chose Squarespace, because everything's done from a template. You just upload your photos, add your own text, and then just move things around a little bit and customize it to get that look that you want. Originally I just used it for promoting the YouTube channel, but in more recent times it's been t-shirts and merchandise. So Squarespace does all the e-commerce stuff for you, so getting paid is really easy. You don't have to be selling things if you're just a blogger or you're a wedding photographer and you want to showcase your creative ideas. Then Squarespace has got something for you. If you want to have a go at building a website of your own, it's really easy to do. Just click the link in the description below, or head over to squarespace.com/Paul Messner. You'll get a totally free trial and 10% off your first purchase. Right, let's take a look inside. Zips are really good. Only need one hand to do it. There's a little clip at the bottom which takes the pressure off for you. And the door just rolls up really easily. And there's a little magnetic clip on there. No faffing around with bungees. So this is where the really clever stuff starts to happen. I can't believe that nobody has designed a tent like this before. Really ingenious use of space. So from the outside you've basically got a rectangle. But the way that Dan has designed this tent, he's got the poles offset and the inner goes like diagonally across the tent. So this gives you a number of different benefits. The first one is you get a really big vestibule at either side of the tent. There's also a little bit of space at the ends for storing your wet boots and things. It also means that you can have the trekking pole to more of the ends of the tent. So you're not having to try and negotiate past the pole when getting in and out of the tent or doing a bit of cooking and things like that. Let's open up the other side. And you can see just how much room there is. Gear, cooking. Quite a spacious little one-man tent, so you'll easily get a wide sleeping pad in there. And there's loads of headroom. So because the inner is set on like a parallelogram, you haven't got a perfect rectangle in here. So that means you've got all this extra little bit of space in the corners there, for things like your phone charger or a book, or to put your camera on a little tripod. You've got little storage pockets at the top on both sides. There's no larger pockets on the ends or anything, but like I said, there's plenty of room in the corners to shove stuff out of the way. So I think this tent, the solid in it anyway, you could use this pretty much all year round here in the UK. There is a mesh door on either side, but there's quite a lot of solid material which is going to keep the wind at bay. And you can, if you want to, set the fly right down to the floor, which I'll probably do if it's snowing. So I think the X-Mid is in such demand because it ticks so many boxes. It's not trying to be the best at everything, but it's trying to be a really good all-round tent. It is incredibly robust, which is definitely what you want over here in the UK. It is lightweight, it's 905 grams. Packs down really small. The fly sheet won't be absorbing water or going saggy in the rain like most Sil nylon tents will. It's ready to go out of the box. You don't need to seam seal anything. The quality is superb, and the price, $269, which is around 225, 230 pounds. You're getting a superb shelter for that kind of money. The only problem that you've got at the minute is that they are really hard to get hold of. Because they are that much of a good all-round shelter, they're selling out immediately. I don't think you're going to be able to get the solid inner version until 2023 now. The X-Mid Pro, the Dyneema version, that sold out in a few minutes just the other day. But in September, I think they're going to be getting a load of the regular X-Mid with the mesh inner. They're going to be in stock, and the supply chain is going to be much improved on this next run. So hopefully they'll stay in stock for a long while. Anyway, that is the Durston X-Mid one person solid. I can see me getting a lot of use out of this tent. It ticks an awful lot of boxes. I'm really looking forward to putting it through its paces in some more testing conditions.